MythBashers. On the first episode of MythBashers, the team puts the StreamTECH car lift myth to the test. Tori and Grant get into some sticky situations. Carrie is hard-pressed to make the right connection. And Jamie and Adam dial up the pressure on this myth.
Jamie, we're all familiar with Mueller Industries and 3M Corporation and their corresponding history with copper piping and structural adhesives.
A number of our viewers have been intrigued by a claim that the new StreamTECH Adhesive Joining System developed by Mueller and 3M is capable of suspending a car from the ground. We're going to confirm or deny this myth.
This sounds plausible. There may be something to it, because we all know that copper is stronger than plastic and other piping materials.
I can't believe companies like 3M and Mueller would stand behind a product they didn't believe in, but they may have gone overboard this time.
Now this sounds like a fun challenge. Let's head over to the lab and see how Carrie, Grant, and Tori plan on proving out this myth.
Don't try this at home.
You see, we're what you call professionals.
Yep.
Since 1924, Mueller Industries has been manufacturing copper tube. In 1930, they revolutionized the industry by inventing the copper solder fitting. The legacy continues today as they are revolutionizing the industry again by introducing the StreamTECH Adhesive Joining System. Let's join Carrie, Tori, and Grant in the lab as they show us the tools of the trade for the StreamTECH Joining System.
So guys, what will we be using to prove this myth today?
Well, laid out in front of us are StreamTECH fittings in all different shapes and sizes.
StreamTECH fittings range in a 1/2 inch to 2 inch in a single seal design. And then for fittings ranging in size from 2.5 inch to 4 inch, they come in a double lip seal design dubbed StreamTECH DS.
The adhesive that is used is a 2-part epoxy that was formulated by the mad scientists at 3M. It is dispensed through an engineered nozzle that mixes the 2-part epoxy thousands of times before it is dispensed.
Wow, it really seems like Mueller and 3M have taken their time and effort into developing a worthwhile joining system.
Today we have in a piping and StreamTECH specialist to go over the mechanical properties of StreamTECH and the mathematics behind this myth. Let's go meet Tommy Jameson. So Tommy, with your knowledge of StreamTECH, do you think it's feasible to lift an SUV off the ground with a StreamTECH assembly?
Well, we've used hydraulic cylinders to test a number of StreamTECH fittings in a pool test. And what we found is that the tensile test will exceed 5,000 to 6,000 pounds. So I think it's quite feasible to be able to lift an SUV that would weigh somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 pounds.
Wow, this isn't the Elmer's glue that Tori ate in boarding school.
Not hardly. And this is some very serious material. I'll tell you what, let's take a look at some of the numbers and maybe we can come up with a predictor. Terry, what I would say is as we look at the math on this, we want to look at the adhesive area because that's very important in terms of how much force that these things will handle. And what I've got is an example of a 2-inch. And what we want to do is to be able to calculate this total area all the way around this particular cup. And I ran the numbers. The area for a 2-inch cup would be 3.72 square inches. The other very important thing to understand is that the adhesive itself has a lap shear strength of a minimum of 3,500 pounds per square inch. So we take the 3.72 inches, we multiply that times the 3,500 pounds, we come out with 13,000 pounds, and we're saying that's versus 6,000 pounds, so it looks like to me it's a go.
Wow, well it looks like the math works out. Let's go see what Grant and Tori are doing with the StreamTECH assembly.
I agree.
Today we've gathered all the necessary fittings and StreamTECH components that we need to use to make the assembly that we're going to lift the SUV with.
When assembling a StreamTECH fitting, there are certain steps that need to be followed for proper installation. The guys need to sand the tube and then clean it with alcohol. Then they will make a reference line on the tube to ensure full insertion. With the new cartridge, they will have to dispense and discard a small amount of adhesive to ensure full flow of both parts. For 2-inch and down, the adhesive can be applied on the surface of the tube and fitting. For the larger dual seal fittings, the adhesive is actually pumped into the fitting via opposing fill and bleeder holes. Once the adhesive emerges from the opposing outlet, the space between the seals has been filled and the joint is complete.
The assembly looks great. With it completed now, let's let it fully set. Hey, I think it's about time Jamie and Adam blow something up. In the meantime, let's go fire up the torches.
While Tori and Grant are working on the actual lift, it looks like Jamie and Adam have built a steel tank. Inside, they'll ratchet up the pressure and see which products can survive their torture test.
Now we're going to subject these fittings to a static pressure test. We're going to test 3/4-inch assemblies and scale them up to the size fittings we'll be using to lift the SUV.
And Jamie, we're going to start with a solder fitting. Being the industry standard for the past 80 years, this will give us a pretty good baseline of what copper piping is capable of.
The solder joint goes to nearly 5,000 psi before blowing its top. The benchmark has been set.
Now that we've seen how a standard solder joint performs under pressure, let's see how the alternative joints perform.
And for the first alternative joint, we're going to pressure test a press fitting to see what it can withstand. I'm really not sure what to expect out of this.
The press fit assembly lost its grip at just over 1,900 psi.
Well, Jamie, from what I've heard, I think StreamTECH can do better.
Let's put StreamTECH to the test. Let's see how it performs.
Watch again as our cameras capture the copper fitting mushroom under extreme pressure while the joint holds tight.
Wow, did you see that? StreamTECH completely surpassed the press fitting in the pressure test. From what we've seen here, StreamTECH clearly is the stronger flameless joining system.
The performance of the StreamTECH fitting is truly amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see how it performs lifting the SUV.
You know, Jamie, I contacted a fire hose manufacturer this week, and they told me that the strongest fire hose they make is rated to 1,500 psi per burst. We just took this to over 4,000.
Well, like I always say, one test is worth 1,000 expert opinions.
For once, you're right.
Grant, we're lifting a huge vehicle. We need a lifting cradle that can support the weight of the vehicle and center the mass at one point to attach the StreamTECH assembly to the crane. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, I already have a design in mind. It's eye-shaped in the middle and box framed around the outside. Has cross members running across the center and one in each of the 4 corners. From the 4 corners, we're going to run straps up to one center point above the SUV. Now, we already have most of this cradle assembled. All we have left to do is to tack on the gusset plates in each one of the corners.
Hey, sounds great. Let's fire up the welder and go make some sparks.
Well, it looks good. Now all we have to do is get the SUV in here and put it on the cradle.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
And I have arrived. This is gonna be so cool. We're gonna blow something up.
The boys better have done the math right, as this SUV, along with the lift, will weigh in at approximately 6,000 pounds.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
Carrie must strategically place the vehicle onto the lifting cradle in order to properly balance the weight.
Did it! Yes! Can't open the door.
Once the vehicle is in place, lifting straps are securely fastened to the corners of the cradle. And last, the straps are tied to the fitting assembly.
To compare StreamTECH to other Flemish joining systems, we're first going to try to lift the SUV with a press fitting.
And press fittings are the fittings that are crimped onto tube using heavy tools like this one. Holy moly, as you can see, this tool is a lot heavier and harder to deal with than the StreamTECH applicator gun. Whoa!
Ooh, I think Carrie can keep that press fitting gun. Personally, I'm going to stick to the StreamTECH applicator gun. See? Fits right in your pocket without ripping your arm out of socket.
All right, I think I got this beast under control now. I'm going to hook it up to the jaws and we're going to crimp this 3-inch coupling for the first lift. Whew, that was a job. Grant, I've got to agree with you on this one.
That's a first.
My shoulders and back definitely prefer the StreamTECH applicator gun to this thing.
Say hello to my little friend.
This is it, the big test. The team has taken no chances with safety. With the SUV in place, it's time for the countdown.
All right, guys, looks like everything's ready to go with the first lift with the press fitting. All the precautions are in place.
Are we a go for liftoff?
Safety straps, go.
Lifting cradle, go.
The cradle's on the center. Go!
Okay, lifting. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, the press assembly was not even strong enough to get the SUV off the ground. Let's go hook up the StreamTECH and hope for a different result.
Well, Tommy, while they're working on getting the StreamTECH fitting set up for the second lift, can you tell us a little bit about why you think the press fitting failed?
All is happening is they're deforming the material here, here, and here in order to create additional friction. However, that friction is just not enough to support the load that we placed on it.
Can this new adhesive system really support the weight of a 3-ton vehicle?
Hope this works.
That's good, let's bring it over.
Or will this myth be bashed?
Are we a go for lifting?
Lifting straps, go. Lifting cradle, go.
Cradle on center. Go!
All right, lifting. 3, 2, 1.
It looks like StreamTECH is easily supporting the weight of the SUV. This shows that the structural adhesive designed by 3M can withstand even the toughest challenges. Once again, Mueller is spearheading true innovation in copper joining systems.
Nice job, nice job. Woo! All right. That's good, come on. Team, nice job.
Adam, the myth is confirmed.
I agree. Confirmed. It looks like the world has completely misunderstood what a toughened structural adhesive is capable of. Thanks to companies like Mueller Industries and 3M, contractors and engineers now have a new tool in their arsenal for strong and reliable piping systems.
If we're capable of suspending a 6,000-pound vehicle with the StreamTECH adhesive system, it should be evident to piping professionals that StreamTECH is capable of the most demanding installations.
I agree. We took this assembly right here and picked up a car. That was pretty cool.
That was very cool.
To learn more about StreamTECH, visit www.streamtechsystem.com.
Carrie, it's great that we lifted the car, but I'm not very good at backing out. Can you spin the car for me? I have it facing out so I can just pull forward.
Sure, no problem.